Well, this is technically a new video in a new car. So, yeah, hi. How is everybody? Um, yeah, interesting. It's morning. You can see all of the fresh dew outside here. I've been lacking inspiration for this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Actually, came out to the park this morning to just get some fresh air after being sick for the last couple of days. I needed a little bit of relaxation here. And, morning nature kind of helps with that. So, where am I at with Yu Gi Oh! Right now? I feel like this is a topic that I address every once in a while on this channel. I feel like I'm emotionally fatigued and burned out. We've hit that slump that I'm kind of used to seeing about this time of year. So you got to remember, we're in WCQ season right now. After this weekend's course of events, things are gonna kind of die off again. We just got Beyond the Brave coming out actually next week. We won't be able to see any tournament data for that until next week when the set comes out. But you're going to see some people experimenting around with some of the better ideas. Now, I should be excited, right, for Beyond the Brave, for, these new cards, these new interactions. I mean, I am. It's just I'm burned out on the, I guess, the fundamental level of this game. And I'm going to push myself here. I wanted to do the 12 days of deck profiles still for July. We didn't do them last year, but I wanted to do them this year. It's just 12 days of Christmas in July where we do giveaways and things. Technically, it'll probably start Sunday, but I've been lacking creativity to cook up some of these decks. I have two interesting decks that I've been kind of experimenting around with. One is the idea of, a completely going second strategy, where you use Mulcharmies, the new Emissary of Darkness, a lot of good control cards to genuinely be able to control the game and be able to get something to work with it. That deck was actually shown to me by a friend of mine, and I have been twinkling around with it. I thought it was one of the coolest ideas I've seen. And then I've been experimenting around with the Master Duel Special, the Rage with the Eyes of Blue, you go second, and then break your opponent's board, and then just essentially try to win the game there. The problem is, Rage with Eyes of Blue ends up being a giant Ghost Bell target, which really, really sucks, honestly. But outside of that, I think we have a Mitsu profile put together of something exciting, but I want to be more exciting here, and I want to do it, but I'm lacking. I don't necessarily think creativity is the word. I'm like, for the Saturday segments you guys have been watching in this channel, that we put together. Those do take a great amount of, willpower for me to learn and be able to work with. I don't even have any, besides very, very minimalistic cards. I do not have a lot of the Ritual of Light and Darkness stuff just yet. I've just not had the opportunity to pick it up yet. So patience, we'll get Rolad eventually put together. But there's also I don't want to play something that's super out and available to everybody, because then it's okay, well, what exciting reason do you have to watch Ritual of Light and Darkness versus, one of these other decks? I agree with you, honestly. We might put Rolad on camera with the Black Skull Dragon. That's definitely something that's probably going to come up here. If not, I'm going to try out a couple of variations of Rolad with that. That seems, for those of you that don't know what Rolad is, it's Ritual of Light and Darkness. Rolad. It's supposed to roll off the tongue a little bit easier. It doesn't mean that it's a good name, but gosh darn it, it's the name that I guess the community has come up with for that. So there's that. But in terms of other things, I don't know. I'm not happy with Yu-Gi-Oh! At the moment. It's not the game itself. It's just maybe it's because I've played this game for so many years that, you hit those emotional slumps where you're do I really care about this right now? Obviously, I care enough because I love talking about this game. For years, I have sat here, I've analyzed the game. Just because, like, I hit a slump doesn't mean that I'm not going to look at the WCQ, doesn't mean that I'm not going to look and analyze and see, oh my god, Cool Tune's about to get absolutely ass blasted out of the format because it won twice. That's what's going to happen, by the way. Spoiler alert, it qualified twice at the NAWCQ point playoff. And typically, if a deck ends up smashing the competition that hard, all right, it's going to die on the next list. Oh, no. Yeah, that deck is, sorry, Cool Tune players. If you guys want my honest opinion, your deck is getting flushed down the absolute 12. But, for the 12 days segments, I do want to ask, what do you guys, what seems fun? The Umbral horror stuff seems kind of fun, but like, I don't know, like my combo brain is just like, I want to smash decks into people and I want to break their boards. I want to be able to just win like that. And also it doesn't help that the TCG card pool is universally so far behind. What's an overframe? What's a multiplying Kariba? What's a dark magician? The Pharaoh's servant? What are these make-believe cards out here in La La Land? What are these? No, nobody. These aren't real cards. You're making. I don't blame you guys, honestly, because at this point in time, they do sound like fake make-believe, cards. We have a deck build pack coming out here that, I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit. I kind of want to experiment around a little bit, but I'm looking around here and I'm like, where's things at? I want to experiment around with tunes. I don't know. I don't know what to do with tunes in the TCG. It's a super heavy combo hybrid deck, but it's just like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to throw yummy cards into it? Am I supposed to what is the best variation of tune good stuff to kind of throw at people? I don't know. Maybe it's not the lack of creativity. Maybe it's the lack of, I don't know what the hell to do. Maybe I'm just missing that creative plugin. I don't know, but I do think as hopefully this segment comes to fruition. I know I'm hyping this up a lot right now, but I mean, the reality of the situation is I'm probably going to sit down and probably going to test out some things. My goal for the 12 days of deck profiles is to be able to reliably have some cool ideas. Also coming up on the Saturday segments, you guys got to tell me what you guys want to see as well. Do you guys, I guess you just leave me to my devices because, God knows those segments are supposed to be. Sorry, I just decided that I wanted to sneeze my absolute living head off there for a second. You guys got to communicate with me what you want to see on those segments. Whatever you guys think is going to be fun. I mean, we can bring together. I do. Back to the topic of the going second decks, though. In theory, being able to use, the new Goemon to board break is really good. Emissary of the Gores gives you a damage step, pop 2, which is also really, really good. I feel like there's a lot of extremely powerful effects that we could kind of toss at, the wall and try to get to stick with that. At least that's my genuine theory at the moment for the game. But we'll have to kind of wait and see. It seems very possible with the amount of board breaking stuff, especially with the going second Mirror Force, the Mind Mirror Force being able to effectively crack through some of these strategies. I don't really feel like there shouldn't be a reason for us to be able to kind of, make that work. But that's my 2 cents. Like, I'm decent at building theory. Also, I kind of want to build a stun deck with the field spell for Umbral Horror. I don't know what it is, but that field spell being able to effectively summon limit at home and limit, the non-number monsters being summoned. That, in theory, seems extremely worthwhile. And I like that idea. I like being the scumbag that's going to bring that to the table. But this is where my thought process goes. This is the, the mental loops that I go through. to process things. And obviously, I just wanted to talk things out a little bit here. I think it's a beautiful morning day, man. You can't make this stuff up. For those of you at the WCQ watching this, good luck to you guys. I'll be back at some point. Trust me. You guys have a good rest of your day, right?